What's this? I haven't seen Trap Kid's new videos. Oh, this
Chop it up in size, bitch.
You see his Trap Kid, bro. You watch us, bro.
Besides the music, you getting a lot of attention on the internet. When I did my research on you, it's another guy, No Savage, he lit just like you. People making it seem like it's an issue though. Is it getting hyped up or everything cool?
Man, they dragging that shit. Ain't nothing.
It ain't really nothing?
Ain't nothing. You know what it is for real. That shit, them niggas, him.
Tonight, a motorist pulled up to this intersection, yelled to me, "Has the killer been caught?" I told him no, and it shows you the level of concern here in Shaw caused by last night's shooting right here on the sidewalk behind me.
Alright, what's up everybody? We gotta talk about the DC drill scene that's been heating up. Most of the attention's been on Brooklyn drill and before that Chicago, but with DC rappers like No Savage and Walk Down Will getting millions of views consistently, people are starting to tune in. Washington DC is the capital of the US, but it often goes under the radar since it's a small city in the DMV tri-state area. This is the story of two neighborhoods that are 5 minutes from each other, 37th and Simple City, and they do not get along. Both of them are in the southeast DC, and the tension is so bad that kids from both neighborhoods cannot be put in the same school. In
He mentioned those niggas and I don't know, none of them niggas.
2019, the music escalated tensions. The rapper No Savage from 37th was heavily dissing his ops at a Simple City. At the same time, No Savage was putting on this other rapper from his area named Act the Clicker, who was going viral, getting hundreds of thousands of views because his content was only focused on disrespecting the dead folks of Simple City and dropping direct disses towards the rival rapper, Walk Down Will. And at the start of the new year last year, Act the Clicker was found dead outside the train station near Howard University after a drive-by in a white SUV that was caught on camera. The police say Act the Clicker was lured to the train station by a girl through DMs on Instagram. But the story gets more complicated. A couple months later, the police would arrest Walk Down Will, the rival rapper,
I thought some nigga in GTA said it was
as the main murder suspect.
I swear I asked that one nigga that says dummy, he said he was from DMV, bro.
Claiming he was the one who hacked into the girl's Instagram and set the whole thing up. 3 members of Walk Down's crew were arrested as well. But the case has more holes than a dartboard. A lot of folks close to the situation don't believe Walk Down did it. And since Act the Clicker's death, there's been shootings every week. 37th retaliated with drive-bys, and a Simple City kid who's just 16 years old was arrested for 4 murders and 7 attempts just months after Act the Clicker was killed. Now, we're gonna get into all this, but first, we're blessed for the song of the day today from my guy. This is the city of politicians. Alright. This is the city of politicians. Washington, D.C.'s got all the suits from both sides. That's where they go to make laws and budgets, supposedly to help people. Yet somehow in their own backyard, D.C. is number 6 in youth incarceration and number 2 in youth homelessness. They're always in the top 10 homicide rates in the country, despite being a small city of just 700,000 people. And since it's the federal capital, Washington is not considered a state. So residents don't got voting representation in Congress or in the Senate. Historically, DC's always been the pulse of the DMV area. It's got all the clubs, the malls, the sports teams, the birthplace of go-go music, which inspired artists like Wale and others. But in the late 2000s,
so nigga said the DMV is where you get your license.
It's early 2010s. Go-go concerts were being shut down all over the city. The government viewed these parties and bands as inciters of violence, forcing clubs to shut down. A lot of the pioneers got locked up, silencing the scene. During that time though, the kids were on a different regime, instilling this regional drill sound that was going viral in the DMV area. That's Walk Down Will, considered to be one of the young pioneers of DC drill. And in order to understand this story, we're going to his neighborhood of Simple City in southeast DC. Simple City's been in a brutal war with 37th, the neighborhood that's 5 minutes over from them, for many decades. Passed down from generation, and speaking to the people from there, nobody actually knows what started it. In DC, they don't color bang, it's no gangs really, just neighborhoods. Around 2014, 37th had people like Shy Glizzy with his record Awesome that was scorching hot all over the country. And then again in 2017, Shy Glizzy had the Grammy-nominated track Crew with Goldlink. Being that he was one of the few rappers out of DC to have a Billboard Hot 100 hit, Glizzy basically gave bragging rights to 37th, which is his home. But internal beef was brewing. Glizzy was having tensions with younger casts from his area, like No Savage and Young Jose, who thought that Shy wasn't doing enough for them or for 37th.
Say Glizzy can't come to the hood. Hey, who run 37? Okay.
Now you travel just 5 minutes over to Simple City. Around that time, 2016-2017, they weren't doing too much musically, although Simple City is home to legends like Marvin Gaye. But one headline you'll probably remember revolves around the name OG Man Man.
New details about the Hampton University student who fell to his death early this morning.
Investigators still piecing together what happened in Richmond. Here's Marissa Jasic.
Affiliated with Simple and hung around Simple City for protection, OG Man Man was a rapper who touched at least 1 million views in 2016 after filming this wild music video at the gravesite of his ops, violating the gravesite, pouring alcohol all over. People like DJ Academics covered it. I remember Blackie Speaks made a video. This was all over the news. Well, OG Man Man ended up getting backdoored, murdered at a cookout in his home territory, basically. Even the Simple City folks who protected him weren't feeling what he was doing, said it was too extra. Regardless, the 37th and Simple City war raged on all throughout 2017-2018. Then No Savage emerged.
At a cookout.
Niggas, that's why y'all don't get nowhere. Omari, that's why you ain't got no deals.
A cookout?
That's why you ain't got nothing.
A cookout's like...
You don't get nowhere off rapping because you niggas
cookout's like a
this
weird
super energetic rapper from 37th who had the youth on lock. And after initial tension with elders like Shy Glizzy were swept under the rug, No Savage had a direct path towards being DC's hottest rapper. But the street shit was making its way into songs. Even before his rival Walk Down Will started rapping, No Savage had this song called Shots for Everybody, dissing Simple City in July of 2019. Simple City was quick to respond over the same beat.
All right. I see what y'all saying, but a cookout to y'all is like, for y'all, like, for most people, is like mad public people come to it, right? Like the way cookouts were for me growing up was like strictly really just family, bro. Like, and it would be like in a backyard type shit. So like, family in a backyard, so like that's how do you get caught up? Like that's what a cookout is for me. Like I feel some of y'all gonna be like, oh, like a hood cookout. Okay, a hood cookout is different, I guess. But like to me, a cookout for me, like I've seen cookouts that are like public, bro. Like they're public. Like it's not just family. What I'm saying. Like for me, like cookouts for me growing up was like strictly only family, like not even friends, just family, and like in somebody's backyard. So like. That's a family barbecue. Well, that was a cookout. I never really had like one of those cookouts you'd be seeing in movies. I've never really had one of those. Like a family barbecue basically was a cookout for me. That's how it was. That's what I'm saying. Like a cookout's kind of a weird spot to get caught up at. Acting like someone can't open the gate to a backyard. Nah, yeah, but it's a family thing. So how do people know you back there? I don't know, bro. Niggas gonna be like, oh, you're suburban. That's all right, bro. Fuck y'all niggas. So like. Not like how do like
later.
How do niggas know you back there, bro?
Flipping the title to Everybody Gets Shot. But Simple City didn't have a clear opposition in the booth to represent them on records and go against No Savage. That's when Walk Down Will emerged as Simple City's challenge to No Savage, dropping his first song in September of 2019 called Backdoor Locked.
They metagame, bro. They metagame that nigga, bro. Got backdoor.
Now he's just 19 years old, but Walk Down is widely regarded as the hottest new commodity out of DC, getting label meetings with Capitol Records, Alamo, and many others showing interest. Walk Down moved to Simple City from 501 at a young age after they tore down his housing complex. He was booked for robbery as a juvenile, but never completed probation. Police have been targeting Walk Down since the beginning, banning him from doing shows with Rod Wave and The Baby, labeling him a threat to the community. Of course, Walk Down's got a tough drill sound, but unlike a lot of his ops from 37th, Walk Down was not focused on direct disses. He was more about making good music. The same cannot be said for his main op, No Savage. No Savage even has a song on his 2020 mixtape called Fuck Simp. Basically,
I read the comment. I just look and tell y'all sucking my dick. A nigga said they metagamed, and then 2 people said, "Oh, nigga said they." I read the comment. What the fuck is y'all sucking me for? Y'all some dick suckers, bro. Yo.
Check Snapchat.
What?
Check Snapchat.
Check Snapchat.
Yeah.
Dissing the whole area, and that track has since been removed and is nowhere to be found on streaming services. All this set up for a brutal winter in 2019 when No Savage was promoting a rapper from 37th named Act the Clicker, who released 2 songs in November and December that would take the war to a new level. His song Straight Facts went viral around the DMV area at almost 500,000 views. In it, Act talks about smoking on Walkdown's dead homies. He goes on to say, "How's your name Walkdown but you run?" Clearly taunting Walkdown and even questioning which area he's from. This gave Act the Clicker a lot of clout.
Wait, hold on. Let me replay
Act
that.
the Clicker 2019 when No Savage was promoting a rapper from 37th named Act the Clicker, who released 2 songs in November and December that would take the war to a new level. His song Straight Facts went viral around the DMV
I need
area.
to make sure I heard this right and seen this
Almost
right.
500,000 views.
Before I say
In it,
something.
Act talks about
niggas
smoking
be
on
on
Walkdown's dead homies. He goes on to say, "How's your name Walkdown but you run?"
Okay, so I did hear it right. These niggas beefing on YouTube? What the fuck? These niggas beefing on YouTube? Oh my god. Oh my god. Them niggas beefing on YouTube? That's a random person X? No. I replayed it to make sure. No, I replayed it to make sure I heard it right. Listen again, listen.
Viral around the DMV area at almost 500,000 views. In it, Act talks about smoking on Walkdown's dead homies. He goes on to say, "How's your name Walkdown but you run?" Clearly talking.
Oh, it's a song. He's saying the lyric. Oh, my bad.
Hunting Walkdown and even questioning which area he's from. This gave Act the Clicker a lot of clout locally, but it also made him a
But
prime.
why the fuck would he show the lyric? Well, I mean, why the fuck would he show a comment? Why does not show the lyric or play the part of the song? I don't know the lyric because I don't listen to their music, bro. So shut the fuck up. I don't listen to the music. Shut the fuck up. I don't listen to their music, bro. How the fuck am I supposed to know? He could have just fucking like, I don't know, fucking put the actual like lyrics or a fucking song or like split second. Copyright less than 11 seconds isn't copyright, by the way, on YouTube. So.
Target in the beef. And 2 days after releasing Straight Facts in December of 2019, one of Walkdown's homies found Act the Clicker on the train by himself. Now, nobody got hurt, but it could have went way left. Act the Clicker himself said he wasn't strapped, which led his ops to taunt him, saying he must have been capping in his raps all along, joking that there must have been a curfew on guns if he didn't have it with him on the train. Several days later, Walkdown, who up until then was focused only on making good music and not dissing, decided to respond to the recent slew of disses coming from 37th by dropping his own song titled Directed to the Ops.
Yeah, and I'm thugging for real.
Yeah, niggas be capping, they put my name in their songs. I don't know why these.
Yo, bro. Y'all tell me I'm dumb because I don't listen to a nigga's song. So who's really the fucking retard, bro? Me not knowing something doesn't mean I'm dumb. You thinking I'm dumb because I don't know something means you're the fucking dumbass, you dumb bitch.
Niggas keep dancing, talking to business, so we got the drop on his house, we gon' pop up and he come up miss.
Christmas would go by, and the tension was reaching dangerous heights, with shootings happening every week. A few days into the new year 2020, Act the Clicker was DMing a girl. She told him to pick her up at the Shaw train station around 11:30 at night. Act the Clicker went uptown with one other person to Northwest DC near Howard University to meet this girl at Shaw train station. She told him she was outside, but when Act the Clicker arrived, they couldn't see her. So the friend went looking down the tunnel inside the station, and Act the Clicker waited outside. After a couple minutes, the friend returned from the tunnel and found Actor Clicker laying dead on the ground, shot in the head. The girl was nowhere to be found. On CCTV footage, you see a white SUV pull up quickly and begin firing, but nobody gets out the car and they speed off without any trace of who did it. Police and paramedics show up to the scene and Actor Clicker was taken to the hospital where he later died from his wounds. He was only 18. Now a couple months would go by and the police knew Actor Clicker's death was a targeted shooting, but they need proof. At the crime scene, they went through Actor Clicker's phone to find out why he was there and discovered those DMs with the girl. Somehow, those text combos were enough for DC police to put out an arrest warrant for Walk Down Will in March of 2020. Only evidence they got, allegedly Walk Down did have access to the girl's Instagram account. But
wait, I thought that shit is illegal. Maybe I'm tripping.
Is Walk Down is one of many people who
Unless it's only if it has a password. Nah, I think like a few years ago, I remember in school, like they was talking about like, or it was gonna become illegal, something like that, like unlocking somebody's phone. Maybe I forgot what the situation was. I think it's different. I think what we was talking about in school was different than shit.
Access to this girl's IG account. Later that month, the police were desperately looking for Walk Down, who, as it turns out, had just flown down to Cali, where he posted these pics to IG. This led investigators to geolocate him via surveillance footage and the IG pictures, but when they arrived to the neighborhood in Cali where he took the photos, they couldn't locate him, and later found out he was back in DC shooting visuals for the music video Warning, which is why the intro is literally the police pulling up to the spot and arresting Walk Down right then and there. And he's been locked up ever since. In DC, they do not do bond, and because he never completed his probation as a minor, Walk Down will stay in prison until his trial ends, which, knowing how the system works, could take another year to even start the trial. But the case against Walk Down remains weak. The police have been unable to ID a suspect from the security footage at the train station the night of the murder. Even so, Walk Down has an alibi. Turns out he was shot the same night that Actor Clicker was killed, and it wasn't from gunfire between him and Actor Clicker was unarmed the night he died. Now the prosecutors waved that off. They claim Walk Down shot himself in the right hand to create an alibi, which sounds ridiculous. Nevertheless, the prosecutors charged him, and they now have 9 months to indict him, so sometime in February will be the next update. But right now, Walk Down is in good spirits and convinced he'll be home soon. That's it for this video. Let me know if there's something you want me to cover in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see something.
Set to raw.